Good morning and welcome to Theme Park Worldwide, where today I'm back here at the Legoland Windsor Resort for my first visit of the 2021 season. The sun is shining and it's great to be back here at Legoland. Lots of updates to show you all today. There's been so much happening around the park over the closed season, and of course along with that as well, we'll check out the construction taking place on the brand new themed area that's set to open on the 29th of May here at Legoland Windsor. That is Lego Mythica, the world of mythical creatures. That's also going to be home to Flight of the Sky Lion, the UK's first flying theatre. So we'll head down there shortly, get some updates and see what we can see of the area. But of course we'll be back down here next month on the opening day to come and see Lego Mythica as well. But yeah, the sun is shining lovely today down here in Windsor. Of course at 3 PM today as well, we will be joining in with the National 1 Minute Silence to remember Prince Philip as well. So we're going to be joining in with that at 3 PM here at Legoland. But yeah, it's going to be an update vlog today, going around the park. They've actually had lots of new like Lego figures throughout the park. The entrance is looking great actually. They've got like a new car made out of Lego that looks stunning. Along with that, there's all sorts of new figures when you're walking down into the park. So I thought we'll come down here first and then have a look up there later. It's really busy up at the entrance this morning. It is a Saturday. It's the first Saturday actually of the theme park season, because of course the park's open back on Monday. So I'm expecting it to be pretty busy here today. It is actually a sellout day for Legoland Windsor. So I'm not really planning to get on loads of rides. And in terms of rides, of course, lots of the indoor attractions are closed because of the government guidance. Indoor attractions aren't allowed to be open at the moment, and as you all might know, Legoland Windsor is home to quite a lot of indoor rides. So I'm not really here to get on loads of rides today. Have a walk round, start off in Miniland here, go and see if there's any updates down there. That's something I always like to do every year. And then we'll head down to Mythica, around the parts of the park, of course, and go and see the different rides, and then of course head back up to the top, and we'll of course do the 1 minute silence to remember Prince Philip, kind of looking out over towards Windsor Castle, which of course where his funeral is taking place today, and have a little look around the top with all the new figures. So action-packed vlog today. Welcome to Theme Park Worldwide. Let's go and have a look around Miniland. Now to me, Miniland really is the heart of this park, and I love it down there. All of the different models, of course you've got the trains that are moving around, various other different vehicles as well, and it's great to actually come and stand up here on the hillside and get a really nice vantage point over Miniland. Makes you appreciate just how much time and effort goes into creating all of the different models, but also maintaining them as well. So I can actually see quite a bit of work's been done already down there from up here. So let's head down the hillside and go and take a little stroll around. Let's start off our tour of Miniland then, down here in London. Now the park is actually going to be turning 25 years old this year, and as you can see they've actually put some signage up down here explaining how most of Miniland is 25 years old. So they're actually going to be doing an extensive refurbishment program throughout the year, new surfaces, landscaping, models, new cables and computers of course to run all of the different animations, and of course that's going to be done by the master model builders here at Legoland and specialist contractors and animators as well. But yeah, it's always good to see that they're updating the models. You'll notice today, like they've changed some bits over winter. They're always taking some away and building new ones. And when they bring them back, of course, they look really nice and fresh with all the colours of the fresh Lego bricks on there as well. But yeah, some of these down here in London, you can just tell how they're all faded and stuff. So it'll be nice to see them refreshing them. It's like a few years ago, they completely redid Big Ben over there. So, you know, they'll sometimes take a model away and then completely refurbish it. Or most of the time, they'll actually do it back of house and then just bring a new one out overnight. So of course there's always something there for guests to see in the park. The team here always go into so much detail. Down here at Buckingham Palace, they've actually lowered the flag there out of a mark of respect, of course, for Prince Philip. The Union Jack there is at half-mast on top of Buckingham Palace. It's all these smaller details what they always think of down here in Miniland. At Halloween, they had all different pumpkins and ghosts around throughout the area. At Christmas, there was lots of different lighting and Christmas trees. And then, of course, you've still got the thank you down here as well for the NHS and all key workers during the pandemic. So talking to new models, down here at the other side of London, as you can see, they've completely rebuilt this one here using new Lego bricks. And yeah, there's Waterloo Station just there as well. But yeah, you can just tell, can't you really, the older bricks and then the new ones, much more colourful, they haven't faded. But yeah, really nice to see that that one's been done. Really makes you appreciate how much effort goes into these, doesn't it? I mean, just to do that probably takes weeks. Like, it's amazing. Loads of improvements going on down here in Miniland. Really impressed. This is looking really nice. Love how red the bricks are on there. You can really tell, can't you, them new ones? But yeah, that looks fantastic, doesn't it? So as you can see, lots of work taking place here at the Santa Pod Raceway. A lot of the buildings being replaced here. You can tell that a lot of the cabling's being redone in this area and replacing the animations as well. Honestly, so much work going on, and it's wonderful to see them taking care of this absolutely fantastic area. Just noticed some more buildings over here that have been redone. You've got the smaller ones just here. And look at the details on them facades just there for the shops. They look great, don't they? Honestly, all the colours on there. Absolutely fantastic. I'm really impressed with what I'm seeing here so far. In fact, all of the Merlin parks this year have done quite a lot of refurbishments and refreshes across them, which is fantastic to see. Honestly, it really is. Anyway, we're going to make our way over here now to the Kennedy Space Center. Now, this has been completely replaced, and I must say, it looks absolutely incredible. Look at how white the bricks are over there. It's been completely redone, and some new little touches down here as well. You've got the ticket booths down here. They look great. Of course, the NASA globe there, all the colors. Looks amazing, doesn't it? Of course, they've also redone all of the flooring, and all of the fences in the whole of Miniland have all been replaced all the way around as well. Not got any taller. They've stayed the same height, of course, so kids can come and stand up against the barrier like I used to love doing when I was a kid, and looking at all the different models, and especially the trains going round. But yeah, Kennedy Space Centre's looking absolutely awesome, isn't it? The big building over there at the back. Honestly, it looks fantastic. All the different rockets just here. And of course, you've got the movement as well. You've got one of the coaches there. Of course, at Kennedy Space Centre, they take you round on coaches. The place is that big. Take you round on buses to go and see everything. Awesome. But yeah, this looks brilliant down here. Look at how amazing Holland is looking down here as well. Brilliant. Lots of the windmills being replaced and the buildings. Look how red the roofs are down here as well. Honestly, it's looking awesome. I'm really impressed with what they've done down here in Miniland. Brilliant to see. Hey, look at this, the colour of all the bricks. Honestly, it's amazing. And like I say, this is a big part of my childhood, coming down here on a regular basis with my parents. And I've got so many happy memories from walking around Miniland. So that's why it means so much to me. It's my favourite thing here at Legoland. It always has been, probably always will be. But yeah, I just think it's so nice to see that they've repaired, replaced, and of course, keeping this regularly maintained. It's really good to see. Anyway, we're going to have a walk down now through the Duplo Valley themed area. Going to have a little look through there. And let's go and see some of the other changes around the park and make my way down towards the construction area for Lego Mythica. Well, the refurbishments just keep on coming this year here at Legoland. They've actually completely redone all of this model here, and it looks brilliant. You got the minifigures down there, of course all the water splashing up off the path. Honestly, it looks really good, and this is one of many of the large-scale models around the park that have been completely rebuilt for this year. And yeah, this looks fantastic, really good to see. Of course, you've got all the path that's been redone here as well, and yeah, it's looking awesome. Really impressed with that. So it's not just the Fire Academy down here in Lego City that's had some upgrades. You got some new minifigures down here and theming. Of course, all that's been replaced at the top there, the minifigure and also the tyre on there. Looking really fresh down here in Lego City. Much like the whole park is so far, to be honest. Very impressed. Now, the Haunted House Monster Party might be closed because, of course, it's an indoor attraction and can't be open due to government guidance, but at least they've still got the music on down here. Love the soundtrack for this ride, so addictive. It's great when you're on there just clapping along to it. And talking of audio, they've actually replaced a lot of the speakers around the park for this year, it seems. The audio is sounding really good. Honestly, across all the Merlin parks, there's been some really good refurbishments this year, which is fantastic to see. And part of me does think, is that possibly due to the change in ownership and the fact that it's no longer a public company with shareholders anymore. It's back to private ownership with investors, which is fantastic. So I'm really hoping that this is a sign of things to come in the future. I really do hope so, because the park here is looking great, and that's the same with what I've seen so far this week across the other Merlin parks. But yeah, of course, if you are coming across the next few weeks prior to May the 17th, then the indoor attractions will be closed due to government guidance, and that's the thing at Legoland. There is quite a few indoor attractions. Also here you got Deep Sea Adventure over there. The hotels, of course, have got to be closed at the moment. So yeah, they've just blocked this off here at the moment, like the end of the park just here. Of course, you can't kind of go any further way round there, but there'd be no point in really having it open because there's no attractions down that way. So what we'll do, we'll make our way round through Heart Lake City, and it's the moment that I'm sure many of you have been waiting for. Let's go and have a look at the construction and see what Mythica is looking like. Over then in Heart Lake City, and it's an absolutely gorgeous day down here at Legoland. Probably the nicest day, I would say, of the theme park season so far. Might only be 6 days in, but still, it's absolutely lovely. No shows down here at the moment because of government guidance. However, we can zoom in to see the construction taking place over on Mythica. And I say construction, it looks nearly ready to go now, as we can see. So let's start off on the right-hand side there. Of course, we're going to get a little bit closer in just a moment, but you can see the entrance portal there into this brand new themed land here at the park that's replaced Adventureland. And of course, you can see the 2 new drop towers there as well. They're manufactured by Zera, and that's the fire and ice freefall. So we'll see those a little bit closer when we get over there. I believe they've actually put some little holes in the fence so you can see the construction. Onto the left-hand side here, the fish and chips restaurant is now called the Hungry Troll, and that's been completely refreshed over there. And the paintwork looks amazing, doesn't it? All the grey, blue and white colour scheme, of course, to match with the branding of this area. And you can just see a large head sticking up there. It looks like it's on the roof. It's actually a play area that's brand new, and that's just behind the Hungry Troll restaurant. But fingers crossed that's going to stay fish and chips. I really hope so. It's probably my favourite place to eat here at the park, but hopefully it's just a restyling of it and it'll still be serving fish and chips, but I'm sure it won't be long until we soon find out. 29th of May. Let's go a little bit further around the corner. Just a tiny bit further round then now, where you can get another great view there at the top of the play structure. There's a few different slides on there for people to enjoy, and it looks very well themed, doesn't it, with that? So I've moved to the closest point we can get then of Lego Mythica. Just sort of show you a close-up here of the restaurant. At first I thought it was just a repaint, but they've added like a rockwork resin on there, and it looks absolutely brilliant with the colour scheme, and the details on there look fantastic. And it also seems like that level of detail is going to be throughout the whole of the area. As we can see here from the entrance portal, they've actually put this boarding up just here, and of course they put the little holes in the windows so you can actually get a little sneak peek into the area. So let's pop the camera just on here. And wow, look at that, there's the entrance portal. And yeah, much like on the restaurant there, the Hungry Troll, if we zoom in there, you can see that, you know, it's very heavily detailed, all of this. Got the Lego bricks there in the middle and the rockwork kind of sticking out to the side. And the colour schemes of it, brilliant, isn't it? Really liking the look of that. Now the area is going to have lots and lots of different models in there. And that is one of them we can see just here that's gone into place. Looks brilliant. Look at the colours and the detailing on there. Give you a nice little zoom in so you can see it. I tell you what, these Lego models have really come a long way, haven't they, over the years? But yeah, that looks great. And of course, lots of different models, including Maximus, which is the huge Lego model that we're going to be seeing over on the entrance to Flight of the Skylion. Another look there at the Hungry Troll. We can zoom in there on the left-hand side and see all the details. The fish and chips restaurant there. If we pan over to the right-hand side there, you get a good view of that play area. There's the head on the top. Looks awesome, doesn't it? Of course, you climb up the middle and then there's some slides on the side there as well. Of course, I've already spoke about the 2 Zera drop towers, but you already had 2 existing rides here in the area. Squid Surfers, which is like a spinning ride. They're still in the area, but that's actually being rethemed, and that's going to be known as Hydra's Challenge as part of the area. Now, of course, it does span round to the right. The Flying Theatre, you can just see the drop towers there on the right of the shot. The Flying Theatre's round there to the right-hand side. Looks like there's a couple of other buildings around there as well, so can't really see them from this angle, but we can see the Flying Theatre show building from a bit further back. So we'll head round a little bit further back and see that. But yeah, really nice to get a close-up. It's looking absolutely awesome and can't wait for this to open on the 29th of May. So as you can see, there's a large building there behind Pizza and Pasta. That's the show building for Flight of the Sky Lion, the UK's first flying theatre. Of course, this will be the front of it round here on the left. And that's where I'm expecting there to be quite a lot of theming on there. And also Maximus, the big Lego figure, stands on there as well. But there's no real better angle to get of that at the moment. But I'll tell you what I will do, we'll zoom into them drop towers here. In fact, I'm going to move a little bit further down the steps just here in Heart Lake City, just so I haven't got the rope bridge there in the way when I zoom in. But yeah, as I zoom across for you now, as you'll see there, the detail on the fire and ice freefall is very nice. Loving the colour scheme there. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, two different zero drop towers. They were actually testing a little bit earlier on when I walked past, but I didn't manage to get my camera out in time to capture them. But good to see them there, and it's looking absolutely awesome. But yeah, can't wait for that to open on the 29th of May. We'll be down here, of course, bringing you all the latest updates on Theme Park Worldwide. So of course, another one of those indoor areas that has to remain closed at the moment because of the government guidance is of course Laser Raiders. That's the interactive dark ride, and also as well Scarab Bouncers, which are the two mini little drop towers that are inside there as well. But yeah, of course these should be back open from the 17th of May if all goes well. Of course, Ninjago the Ride is another one of those that has to remain closed because of government guidance for now. However, look forward to coming back next month and getting back on some of the dark rides. But of course, there's plenty of other attractions to enjoy down here at Legoland. I mean, you've got the water rides are open, all three roller coasters, of course the Dragon, we'll head down there next and have a look. Dragon's Apprentice, Duplo Dino Coaster, they're all in action. Viking River Splash, Pirate Falls Treasure Quest, and it feels like to me that they've really thought about the capacity here today. It's not too busy on the pathways, whereas I felt like at Chestington the other day it was quite busy on the pathways, but here not too bad at all in my opinion. And it's an absolutely gorgeous day. You know what, I think this big coat, you know, is going to have to go soon, or at least for this time of year anyway. Put it into bed for ready for winter, because it's getting pretty warm now. I don't think I need a big thick jacket on anymore, and perfect for getting Charlotte on them water rides when we're back in the park. And tomorrow we're actually going to be at Drayton Manor, and I feel like that's my first opportunity that I'm going to get her on a nice big water ride this year, Storm Force 10. It's had a refresh for this year, so we've got to go on it, so stay tuned for that. It'll be coming up in the vlog tomorrow. I'm going to try and persuade Charlotte to get on it. Storm Force 10 coming up in tomorrow's vlog from Drayton Manor. Let's head down this way and go see some of the changes down in Knight's Kingdom. So we couldn't spot many changes really down in Knight's Kingdom. However, that did have a big overhaul last year with the castle being redone, all of the moat was painted, lots of upgrades down there, some new figures as well. But yeah, it's looking nice and fresh down there. And the whole park is, to be honest. Here's a look at the spinning spider. Just gives you a bit of an idea on some of the queue times. For some of the flat rides like this, you might be waiting about 15 minutes, I'd say. Looking at this and like the Jolly Rocker pirate ship, yeah, they got about 15-minute waits, I'd say. Nothing too bad at all. Anyway, I'm going to continue making my way back up the hill here at Legoland Windsor. Go and have a look now, of course, in Land of the Vikings and Viking River Splash. Let's go and see how popular that is today, especially with the sun being out and it being pretty warm. It's about 13 degrees Celsius today. It's nice. I tell you what though, seeing all of these planes going over Legoland today, of course taking off and landing from Heathrow Airport, which isn't far away at all, is making me so excited to get back on a plane. Honestly, the soonest opportunity I get to get back on one, I'll be there. Honestly, can't wait. Look at him go. Well, it's a gorgeous day for riding on Viking River Splash, and it's actually only got a 20-minute wait as well. As you can see there just behind me, most of the queue line's empty. Something else I've noticed, and you might have just seen there in the footage, they've actually took all of the roof off the structure there for the queue line for Viking River Splash. Probably, I think they've done that because, of course, that would be all indoors, wouldn't it? Kind of all blocked in around the side. As much as the left-hand side was all left open, they've probably done that because of the measures in place at the moment, I guess. Unless it just needed some refurbishment doing to it, I'm not too sure. But I think it's quite likely that they might have took it off just so there's more fresh air going into that part of the queue line. But yeah, 20 minutes wait for quite a big ride like that, not too bad at all in my opinion. And from here you get a great view all the way across the park. The location of Legoland Windsor has always amazed me. It's one of my favourite parks for location, anywhere I've been actually. And when you're up at the top, looking down towards Windsor, it's incredible. And the views that you get of Windsor Castle are stunning. What I'm going to do now then is actually head back up towards the entrance of the park, go and check out all of the changes there. So much work has been done. They've changed some of the footpaths up there, some big new models and photo opportunities, and they've actually completely redone the shop as well. So loads to talk about up there. I thought we'll do it sort of towards the end of the vlog because of course it was very busy when people were coming in earlier on. So let's head back up the hillside and go and have a look at all of these different changes. So this year, to refresh the entrance, they've put in loads of new Lego figures. As you can see down here, you got a couple of minifigures down there taking photos. You got a panda there on the left hand side, very colourful, and also an even more colourful rainbow zebra just over there as well. The good thing about the positioning of those is you can see them when you're walking into the park, but also when you're coming up here on the hill train as well. But yeah, they're great, aren't they? And that's just starting off up here. There's so much to see. So also new for 2021, Rebuild the World, Planet Legoland. Now, of course, this can't be open at the moment because it's indoors, but yeah, this sounds interesting. Maybe some sort of interactive area, of course, where you can use Lego bricks to build lots of different things, especially when you look at the front section here. This seems to be in part of the area that used to be home to Star Wars Miniland. This was like the gift shop and exit for it. That was the entrance. Quite a big space through there, so I wonder if they've used any of that or if it's still empty. But yeah, Rebuild the World, Planet Legoland. That'll be opening, of course, when indoor attractions are allowed to reopen. Stuff like this is brilliant for photo opportunities. Love how he's looking out there at the view as well. And the good thing is he's got some lighting down there in the bottom as well, of course, so he looks just as good at night. So one of the biggest changes up here at the entrance to the park is the scientist that they've got. Look at this, absolutely amazing. Like, look at the colours on there as well. Absolutely brilliant. It really makes you appreciate how much work goes into creating all of these. But yeah, this is great. I like how the minifigure on the left's got like a some paint there as well, of course, like she's painted it all. But yeah, the scientist looks absolutely awesome. And of course round here as well, they've actually redone all of the fencing around the side, put all new sort of AstroTurf down, all in different colours. And of course we've still got this fella here as well who's looking out over the awesome view. What I am a big fan of though is the change of the pathway here. This is all used to be blocked off here, so you couldn't walk round, but as you can see they've opened it up now, which is much better of course for getting into the park. They've put some new planting in around the side, and yeah, just opened it up so it's looking really good. Down here on the right hand side they've got another new figure, as we can see there. We'll get a little bit closer. But yeah, you've got a giraffe just there on the right poking up out of the bushes, which is awesome. And I like how he's got some rope and he's carrying a Lego brick there as well. Yeah, I'm really liking how much it's actually opened up the entrance here, and that's really important as well, of course, for guests to keep their distance when visiting the park. As you can see there off to the right hand side, look at the shop. It's had a massive overhaul, and I'm loving how the roof there is like the head of a Lego minifigure. On the left hand side there, there actually used to be a cafe, a restaurant there. It used to be known as the Hilltop Cafe. That's actually being removed now because of course they've expanded the shop down to the left. But yeah, they've redone all of the facade there on the shop, of course put the new things in the middle, and here on the left, what used to be a smaller shop, this is going to be the Legoland Coffee Company, coming soon, established 2021. Of course they're doing some work in there. You can see all the roofs being fitted out, but all the front's been painted here, and yeah, this of course will be opening at some point. I imagine they'll probably try and get that ready for when indoor things are allowed to open next month for seating in, because of course at the moment, free Theme Park Worldwide on YouTube, food at the moment is takeaway only. But anyway, let's go over and have a look at the new Lego store. Honestly, it looks incredible and it's huge. Oh wow, look at this massive Lego tree here in the middle, built of thousands and thousands of Lego bricks. That looks amazing. All the branches there, all the different colours on there as well. And look at the floor. I really like how they've painted it with all the yellow on there as well to kind of look like Lego bricks in the floor. And of course you've got all these different models down here, like in the roots of the trees. That's great, because it means that kids can come up here and see all the little ones down there as well. And yeah, this humongous tree in the middle is spectacular. And I'm really liking this sort of grand atrium here. They've actually got lighting all around the side there, so this will look great at night shining up there. But yeah, the tree looks absolutely stunning. I think it's time to go into the shop, don't you? Let's head round this way and go and have a look. Good thing about going in the Lego shop now and not at the end of the day or at the start is there's no queue to get in. Let's go. Okay then, here we are in the refreshed shop, and this looks amazing. It's a complete layout change. You've got to think down here at the left hand side, this used to be part of the cafe up here. So yeah, it shows how much they've really expanded the shop, because if I spin you around this way, you get a great idea of just how far it stretches down there. It's absolutely huge, and of course you've got so many different things on here for sale. Like, look at this. Brilliant. Really like all the details. Of course, you've got all of the minifigures in here as well. Personalization studio over there to the right. Mosaic maker. Loads of stuff. But yeah, it's absolutely massive. Let's kind of look at some of this Legoland clothing, shall we? You got the bags just here. $34.99. Quite expensive, but it is Legoland. You've got to be prepared. You know, prices are a little bit more here than some of the other parks. Got the caps just over there. Hoodies there as well. Stuff for the kids. And we've got these great t-shirts. I quite like this one actually here. That's nice, isn't it? Let's have a little spin round. We got a price on $19.99 for the adult t-shirt. That's not quite nice, isn't it, with the different rides on there. Let's move that across. Is that a robo-arm? Looks like it. No robo-arm here. But yeah, it's looking great in here. All the floors been redone, the lighting, the ceiling. Absolutely brilliant. It's huge in here, like it's massive. It feels so much more open. Like they've not tried to cram as many shelves and units in. You can really get a good free look around in here. And I'm loving how bright and modern it is. Here on the right hand side, the tills all used to be across there, like by these windows. The tills are now over on the back wall just over there. But yeah, it's looking really like bright in here, very modern, very fresh. I think the tills are better actually over there, because it used to always get quite congregated down at this section. And of course now it's a lot more open from where the tills used to be before. But yeah, it looks brilliant. There's a look at the tills all down there. And of course you got more items on sale down that side as well. Yeah, it's brilliant. What a really nice refresh for this year. And it's absolutely massive. Look at the size of it. Back outside of the shop then now, and look at this. They've got a brand new photo opportunity up here at the beginning, the entrance to the park. Like, this is awesome. So of course you can sit in there. You've got all the little details on the front here. There's the carrot, and the lights even light up as well, which is awesome. Now, of course, I'm always saying this in these vlogs because these theme parks have got to keep updating and changing things, but a big part of my childhood has unfortunately gone from Legoland Windsor. Walking down the left-hand side here, when you start making your way down the hill and down into the main part of the park, there used to be a one-man band statue that I've actually got a photo of me as a kid standing right next to it. I was about 2 years old, I was stood right in front of it. Unfortunately, it has been removed, but like I say, it's been here for that many years. You know, it's 25 years of the park this year. They've got to always change things and update them, but they've took it away and they have put something brand new in there, and it probably looks a lot better in my opinion. You've got like a disco dinosaur dragon. Yeah, disco dragon, that's it. I thought it was a dinosaur at first, but he's not. He's got wings on the back. Here you go, look at him. Disco Dragon here at Legoland. Hashtag Disco Dragon. Let's have a closer look at him. So he's got a microphone there. He's got a little boom box here as well. He's got his speaker. Love it. Yeah, I really like him. He come down here, have a bit of a party. That just makes me want to bop about, this does. Yeah, Disco Dragon. But yeah, this is where the one-man band used to be. But I tell you what, he does look really good. Like, I'm very impressed with all the colour scheme they've gone for. And of course, the detailing now of these models is brilliant. But yeah, it's a shame to see the one-man band gone. But I think Disco Dragon looks awesome. Now, the one area of the park that I've not yet looked in today is Imagination. I thought I'd just come down here and show you the new Giraffe here. These have been completely redone. I did actually mention these at Christmas because these had already been put in place, but I tell you what, they're looking absolutely fantastic, and it's a nice sunny day today, so they look awesome. You've got the 3 different Giraffe just here. You've got the one here on the right, and you've got the biggest one just over here, which is absolutely huge. What a great photo opportunity. Along with that, you got a 3rd one just over at the back there as well. I'll come down this way, then you'll get to see that. Of course, as we come towards the end of today's vlog here from the Legoland Windsor Resort, but there you go, you can just see the 3rd Giraffe over there as well. There we go, got a little tutu on. Love it, and wearing lipstick I think as well. Very posh Giraffe. But there you go, yeah, just thought I'd show you down here in Imagination. Really impressed today with all the changes down here at Legoland Windsor. Well, I've had an absolutely fantastic few hours here at Legoland Windsor, walking around and checking out the updates for this year. The park is looking really fresh. I remember saying the same thing last year, but this year they've done even more work around the park. I'm loving all the new figures around, especially up there at the entrance to the park. Looks absolutely fantastic. The changes what they've made in the shop, widening the paths, a new audio system in the park, and then of course you've got the brand new area, Mythica, which is going to be opening next month, of course on the 29th of May, when we're going to be down here for that. Looking forward to it, and of course sharing our full review and checking out on the opening day. It's always great to come to opening days of attractions. Got my annual pass reservation in and looking forward to that. But it's been an absolutely wonderful day here today. So hot, like what lovely weather for it as well. And of course this has been the 6th theme park I've done in a row now. There's one more to come, the 7th park in this first opening week run that we've done, day-to-day vlogs. And Charlotte's going to be back tomorrow. We're going to be at Drayton Manor, back up in Staffordshire, of course, near where we live. It's one of the local parks. I'm actually going to be having a season pass this year for Drayton Manor again, so I'll be doing regular vlogs there from the park. But it's been wonderful to get back here. Looking forward to returning for Mythica, and like I say, the park doesn't feel too busy today. They've still got all great social distancing markers around the park, and it really feels like they've got the capacity here just right today. Of course, beware if you are coming there over the next few weeks. Of course, there is still the indoor rides closed, so yeah, they are quite a big part of this park. So in my opinion, I think it's definitely worth, if you're coming for the first time or coming for a full paying day and not an annual pass holder, just waiting a few more weeks for the new area and the indoor rides to be back open. Now, of course, earlier on in the vlog, I did mention how today is Saturday, the 17th of April 2021. And of course, at Windsor Castle, just a few miles away here from Legoland Windsor, it will be the funeral today, of course, of Prince Philip, the Duke of Edinburgh. And at 3 o'clock, very shortly, they're actually going to be doing a national silence. And that's also something that I'm going to end this vlog with today here on Theme Park Worldwide. So as I am doing my silence, I'm going to stand up at the beginning, which is the entrance to the park, and just zoom in towards Windsor Castle, of course, and show our respect to Prince Philip. But thank you very much for watching Theme Park Worldwide. I'll see you at the top, and that leaves me with one final thing to say. Get out there and keep on riding.
Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, Legoland Windsor, along with the rest of the nation, pauses now to remember and honour the life and times of His Royal Highness Prince Philip, the Duke of Edinburgh, who passed away last week at Windsor Castle. As neighbours to the royal family, We have been honoured to welcome Her Majesty and Prince Philip to the resort, and our thoughts are with Her Majesty the Queen and all the royal family at this difficult time. We will pause now for 1 minute and join the rest of the nation in reflection. Thank you, and we hope you continue to enjoy the rest of your day.